stories this evening, sponsored by Corps, bringing value home. Government must develop framework for $200,000 cash grant distribution to ensure transparent process use. ExxonMobil dodges answering questions from Natural Resources Parliamentary Committee. MP holder. New $346.2 million Northwest Secondary School commissioned, and Guyana set to host 4th John Maxwell Live to Lead Conference. HGP Nightly News begins now. Viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Aletha Grant with the Tuesday, 15th October 2024 edition of the HGP Nightly News. We will tell you at this hour that while lauding the government for following the advice from economist Dr. Clive Thomas for cash grants to be directly transferred to citizens, leader of the Alliance for Change, Nigel Hughes, further suggested that the government formulate a statutory framework to manage the distribution of the $200,000 cash grant recently announced by President Irfaan Ali. Antonio Day reports.
Alliance for Change AFC leader Nigel Hughes, during a media briefing last Friday, called on the state to implement a quote-unquote statutory framework following the announcement of the $200,000 cash grant per household.
That you've had an announcement by the President in the National Assembly, but there is no framework for which this is going to be carried out.
Hughes, in cross-examining the government's method for distributing the one-off cash grant, believes that this could potentially disenfranchise many Guyanese.
What is a definition of a household? The President has said it's going to be given to the household. Does a household mean a single family living in a single dwelling? Does it mean, does a household mean several families, each living in the same location? Each family will get a handout? There's no statutory definition for this.
The Attorney at Law explained that many factors must be considered before carrying out such an exercise.
Duty. We believe this ought to be regulated. It ought to have a very clear framework. So the persons who are affected by it, who believe that they might have been unfairly treated.
Hughes reasoned, too, that a regulatory framework would aid in a transparent distribution of the cash grant.
If they think somebody has got twice, there must be some sort of framework for those concerns to be addressed.
Former Minister Winston Jordan has also voiced his concerns about the cash grant distribution, as he envisaged that the term household can pose serious challenges.
We are going to be given, as I suggested on Thursday morning on CAMS TV, $100,000 to Guyanese residents. What are the advantages of doing that? One, you got a problem. You don't have to have a problem anymore about defining households.
During the distribution of the $25,000 COVID cash grant, thousands of persons complained that they did not benefit from the distribution exercise intended to support them during the pandemic. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Antonio Day will once again tell us that the Parliamentary Natural Resources Committee has been unsuccessful in getting ExxonMobil Guyana to attend its sessions to answer critical questions pertaining to the local oil and gas sector.
Shadow Minister of Natural Resources Sharon Holder told Nightly News that based on information, U.S. oil giant ExxonMobil has been a no-show at meetings facilitated by the Natural Resources Committee. Nightly News understands that the numerous requests by the Parliamentary Committee for the oil company to show up has been futile.
It's actually nothing is happening with that committee. We've been trying to get big organizations like Exxon, for example, to appear before the committee to answer certain questions. As you would imagine, there are so many burning questions as it relates to oil and gas.
The PEEF opposition member during a sideline interview says he believes ExxonMobil is deliberately evading these meetings. The governing side of the committee is currently being chaired by Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat. Holder said that there has been no updates regarding the $240 million in expenses incurred between 1999 and 2017 by ExxonMobil, as was flagged by the British firm IHS Markit. He contextualized the reason for Exxon's absence at these meetings.
For example, what's happening with the $214 million? What exactly is happening there? We're seeing bits and pieces in the paperwork. The government is saying absolutely nothing.
Hoping to not resort to arbitration, Minister Barrett told reporters back in August that the government and the oil conglomerate are still settling the disputed costs. He said that the state has already closed off at that figure and have written to Exxon stating that it is the final report. The government was awaiting a response from the company, according to Minister Barrett. Holder, however, is confident that Exxon's no-show is a ploy to stymie the committee's work and asserted that the state is behind this.
It's stymieing the process to ensure that these persons, these organizations do not appear before the committee. They stymie the work of the committee so that there is no scrutiny, whether it's natural resource, whether it's economic services.
Nightly News reached out to Minister Barrett, who said that due to the 2-month recess of the National Assembly, ExxonMobil was unable to attend meetings. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
The newly constructed Northwest Secondary School was on Monday commissioned. The $346.2 million facility was constructed after a fire ravished the old structure in 2021. Dacia Richards was in Mabaruma and filed this report.
On Monday, President Irfan Ali and Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chan commissioned the newly built Northwest Secondary School in Mabaruma, Region 1, Burima. The facility, which was constructed by Aruka Investments to the tune of $346.2 million, will accommodate 575 students. President Irfan Ali, in his remarks, said that the school is a commitment the government made to ensure that every child in the region has access to quality education.
And we are not stopping at this. We ensure that every teacher in the hinterland must have the ability to become a trained teacher from right where you teach.
Meanwhile, Minister Priya Manik-Chan highlighted that the infrastructure is not yet complete, as there will be an expansion come 2025.
We were going to put a shed at the side of the school that would be a multi-purpose one for assemblies and graduations and so on. But now that I see this one, I'm kind of liking this a lot.
Chief Education Officer Saddam Hussein, in his remarks, highlighted that the new state-of-the-art institution comes equipped with a number of modified facilities and elevators.
There are 23 classrooms. There are 3 laboratories: science, physics, chemistry, biology. There is a technical drawing room which has been modified for the computer science laboratory.
The facility also includes a practical instruction center for students beginning in grade 9 to have the option of doing the Caribbean Vocational Qualification Certification in the areas of motor vehicle repairs, commercial food preparation, data processing, general office administration, and electrical installation. On November 24, 2021, the Northwest Secondary School and dormitory were gutted by fire, and according to the Guyana Fire Service, it was an act of arson. For HGP Nightly News, I am Dacia Richards.
Join us after this break for more news.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Oh, yeah. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
No matter the state of your home, you can make it beautiful for any occasion.
NNS Matai Home Goods Warehouse. Simply better living.
Are you passionate about leading? Do you want to enhance your leadership skills? Live to Lead is the perfect event for you. Get expert advice from our in-house speakers, Dr. Tim Elmore, CEO of Growing Leaders, Amir Ahmad, Managing Director of Sheriff Guyana, and a host of virtual speakers. Be prepared to implement a new action plan and start leading with renewed passion and commitment. Hosted by Dr. Shanti Prasad, who is on a mission to create influential and impactful leaders. October 25th and 26th at the Royal International Hotel, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Registration from 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Tickets cost $25,000. Contact 621-04 today.
Thanks for staying with us. You with the HGP Nightly News. The Ministry of Agriculture has launched the GRDB 18, a new high-yielding rice variety at Newtonville, East Coast, Demerara. Carice Gonzalez reports.
On Monday, the Ministry of Agriculture launched a new high-yield rice variety, GRDB 18, at Newtonville on the east coast of Demerara. Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa highlighted that this marks the second introduction of new rice varieties in less than 4 years.
These new varieties that we have done symbolize the innovative stride we are taking to ensure that our agriculture sector remains at the forefront of modernization.
The GRDB 18 variety has been carefully developed to address specific challenges faced by rice farmers. It has the potential to produce yields ranging from 7 to 9 tons per hectare, comparable to other leading high-yield varieties. This new variety is designed to be highly tolerant to waterlogging, a vital feature for ensuring high-quality yields. Additionally, it can endure delays in harvesting for up to 14 days without significant loss. It features long, slender grains with excellent milling and cooking characteristics, requiring just 11 to 13 minutes to cook according to research. Meanwhile, the minister noted that although rice is key for the agriculture sector, Guyana is aiming to become self-sufficient in hatching eggs production. He said within the next 2 years, modern poultry farming techniques will be adopted. Currently, the country still relies heavily on imports for a large portion of its hatching eggs.
As it stands now, we are importing almost 53 million hatching eggs every year. We started last year, we produced 27,000. For the first half of this year, we produced 94,000.
The Guyana Livestock Development Authority, GLDA, will work in partnership with the private sector to reach this production goal. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
President Irfan Ali on Monday during a visit to Mabaruma Region 1 earmarked 17 acres of land towards a new housing development. More details from Daisy Richards.
President Irfan Ali on Monday in Mabaruma Region 1, Barimu Waini, pointed out the need for houses in the region and as such, The Ministry of Housing and Water has allocated 17 acres of land for a new housing development.
So the Minister, Colin Crowell, and the team they were tasked with coming up, finding land, because in Mabaruma we have very limited land available. To have at least 100 house lots, because we have about 100, how many in the system? About 154 in the system.
Fully aware that there is a great demand for land countrywide, President Irfan Ali hopes this allotment would promote a healthy ecosystem.
One of the things that we're going to do in this development, though, is that we're going to try to keep all the big trees. You have big mango trees, fruit trees, and other big trees. So in the design layout, we're going to try to keep all the trees.
Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell, who was also present in Mabaruma, said the design was already crafted for the 17 acres of land and soon works will commence.
Immediately we'll start the engaging in addition to what the President said, but from the physical side, we want to start the work this year.
He highlighted that another visit will be conducted in 6 months to assess the progress. The surveyor for the project, who is stationed in Mabaruma, said his office is currently awaiting the project's final plan from the head office. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
On Tuesday, 30 councillors and welfare officers participated in a training exercise on restorative justice, which is being led by the Ministry of Legal Affairs in a partnership with the Ministry of Education. Tiana Cole has more details.
The Ministry of Legal Affairs, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, on Tuesday held the restorative justice training exercise for Ministry of Education welfare officers and councillors. While delivering brief remarks during the opening, Colonel Leach, a senior school welfare officer, stated that over the 2 days of training, educators will acquire new methods and approaches to dealing with child-related circumstances as they emerge.
This restorative justice practice will help us to understand the situation and how, instead of thinking about corporal punishment, how we can move away from that and implement other strategies.
The aim of the restorative justice, she added, is to assist individuals in comprehending their behavior, how it affects others, and what can be done to make amends.
We no longer want the corporal punishment. Let us learn new techniques and we take it back to our schools and let us improve what is being done at the Ministry of Education.
She emphasized that teachers will be able to harness the majority of behavioral traits, particularly in the school system, such as the pervasive bullying and violence, by implementing this restorative justice method. Orrin Boston, the director of restorative justice, also spoke at the opening ceremony. He stated that although it is clear that restorative justice would not replace traditional, exclusionary, and zero-tolerance disciplinary methods, it is a complementary approach that might be effective for some of the offenses that are typically reported in schools. Meanwhile, Adele Cole Clark, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Legal Affairs, who delivered remarks on behalf of the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, said the restorative justice mechanism is an alternative method for dealing with minor misdemeanors in Guyana, with the ultimate goal being to address issues.
The research has also shown that restorative practices does far more remedial gives far more remedial results as it relates to amicable resolutions.
According to Cole Clark, under the project, the foundation was laid for the restorative justice practices to become an alternative to custodial sentencing for minor offenses in the criminal justice system. She added that by the enactment of the Restorative Justice Act, there will be an expansion of this system across all 10 regions, where there will be a restorative justice officer wherever there's a probation officer.
The Ministry of Legal Affairs is excited to extend the proven restorative justice mechanism to the Ministry of Education as a sound option for classroom management and addressing behavioral challenges.
Tianako reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
We have more news for you after this break.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
I am Simone Ford, and I'm the owner of Siege Eco Clean Services. I provide my services to the oil and gas sector. We provide janitorial services which are environmentally friendly. So we produce healthier homes and healthier workspaces.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in No. 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926-284-077 or visit our website at www.tcsgt.com.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Working and studying? Lacking energy and restless? Dr. Chase Nerve Food and Nerve and Blood Tablet and Tonic improve your energy, reduce stress and anxiety, improve immunity, digestion, sleep, and nerve function, fight anemia, and maintain liver function. Dr. Chase contains iron, vitamin C, B1, B12, manganese, liver fraction, aloe vera extract, and gentian root. Now, that's a doctor to trust. Dr. Chase.
Thanks for staying with us. You're with the HGP Nightly News. In light of recent discoveries of dangerously high levels of toxic materials on the uncapped Nyquadak access road in the mining town of Linden, Mayor Sharma Solomon has demanded that the road be closed immediately. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
At a recent stakeholders meeting with Public Works Minister Juan Edel, Linden Mayor Sharma Solomon expressed concerns about the closure of the uncapped Nyquadak access road due to findings of dangerous levels of arsenic, zinc, nickel, and chromium there. The meeting was held in regards to the changes to traffic operations to facilitate the construction of the new Mackenzie-Wisma Bridge. Solomon informed the minister that 7 months ago the council had requested in writing an engagement with the Public Works Ministry to address the matter, but the request was never granted.
With the materials from the Nyquadak road, and it was tested by OSA that showed that it had rare earth minerals in the sediment.
The mayor emphasized that the road should be capped because of the health risk posed by the dust entering people's systems, particularly during the dry season, and the increase in traffic situation.
But you're looking at 1.5 from now the rainy season. So outside of the 500 plus and now thousands that is going to be using exclusively there is going to be a problem.
However, Minister Edel had this to say in response to the urgency of the situation.
Let me just be clear.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm hearing that. It's actually my point. 7 months. Right? So this is the first time I'm hearing about that. So nobody can say I know about it. I was insensitive and didn't respond.
The minister made it clear that the construction of the bridge project will not be affected.
Now that we have information concerning the properties and what needs to be done, we will take action, but we're not stopping the construction.
He stressed that more samples will be collected and more tests will be conducted. According to the results of the first 2 samples collected, concentrations of 61.03 ppm and 62.09 ppm of arsenic were discovered. The safe limit is below 25 ppm. The sample also had high levels of zinc, nickel, and chromium. The level of these elements combined exposes residents to respiratory and allergic issues, skin lesions, chronic lung and kidney problems, cancers, and cardiovascular diseases, among other problems. In January 2024, the government signed a contract to the tune of $35 million for the construction of a new 4-lane bridge at Wismar-Linden, Region 10, Upper Demerara Berbice, a facility that will serve as a critical road link with the aim of making Guyana a transport and logistic hub in the region. Tianako reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Meanwhile, following reports of the Linden mayor calling for the closure of the Nikadak access road, which was built with toxic material, the Ministry of Public Works late Tuesday in a press statement said the information is inaccurate and there is no evidence of a toxic threat to the residents of the mining town resulting from the materials used on the Nikadak road. Guyana is set to host the 4th 2-day John Maxwell Live to Lead conference later this month. The conference focuses on cultivating impactful leaders through enhanced leadership experiences. Carice Gonzalez has that story.
Dr. Shanti Prasad, founder of Lead to Influence organization, is set to host the 4th John Maxwell Live to Lead conference on October 25 and 26, aiming to cultivate influential leaders through enriched leadership experiences. In an exclusive interview with 90 News on Monday, Dr. Prasad emphasized that the program is designed to provide participants with valuable insights they can apply in their workplaces and personal lives, allowing them to create actionable plans.
The key thing here is that seeing the value in you. Because if you don't value you, you will not invest into you. And though your organization may not sponsor you to come to this event, don't see it as it's someone else's responsibility to improve you.
Highlighting insights from the Live to Lead founder, John Maxwell, Dr. Prasad mentioned that he will be one of the initial speakers, discussing the topic of an abundant mindset, which promises to inspire attendees to think more positively and enhance their outlook in life.
You're going to hear from him talking about abundance mindset. And we do have a lot of scarcity mindset right now, a lot of negativity, and I really think that his message is going to be something to help you to start thinking differently.
The Live to Lead conference will be held at the Royal International Hotel in Mandela Avenue in Georgetown with a registration fee of $25,000. It will span 2 days, giving participants the opportunity to invest in their personal growth and receive a certificate for attendance.
Think along that line, $25,000 for an all-day event that has snack, lunch, certificate, a live speaker in the room. They're coming from a next country, and an international speaker at that.
Virtual speakers for the event include John Maxwell, John Gurdon, Chris Robinson, Valerie Burton, and Michael Jr. In-person speakers will feature Dr. Tim Elmore as the keynote speaker and local speaker Amir Hamad. John C. Maxwell is a New York Times best-selling author, coach, and speaker. He has been recognized by the American Management Association as a top business leader and hailed by Business Insider and the world's most influential expert in leadership. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Stay tuned for regional news.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Feeling lucky? Digicel is giving away millions. Top up with $1,000 or more, and you will be automatically entered into a draw for a chance to win $1 million weekly. Don't wait. Top up today, and you could be one of Digicel's 4 lucky millionaires. Top up now, and who knows? You might just hit the jackpot with Digicel. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Types of transactions. Anyone eligible for registration is required to visit the registration office responsible for his or her area of residence to apply for registration. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were last registered. Apply for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered could request that their photographs be retaken if the quality of the photographs on their ID cards is unacceptable. Collect their new ID cards if they have not done so as yet. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Good evening, I'm Daisy Richards and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Trinidad and Tobago. 2 men were gunned down hours apart in Diego Martin on Friday. In the latest incident, 38-year-old Karen Paul Waldron and Levi Gabriel, alias Max, went to purchase a burger at the corner of Mercer Street outside Gigs Sports Bar and Lounge around 10:30 p.m. Upon collecting the burger, Waldron and Gabriel stood up talking when a white wagon proceeding east along Mercer Street pulled up and 2 men in hoodies dressed in black fired several shots at the men. The suspects escaped in the vehicle east along Jasper Avenue. Waldron and Gabriel were taken to the St. James Medical Complex, where Waldron succumbed to his injuries and Gabriel remained hospitalized, nursing gunshot wounds up to late on Saturday. A few hours earlier, 22-year-old Josiah Cook of Kelly Street, Diego Martin, left home to purchase an item at a shop a short distance away around 6:29 p.m. However, a short while later, several explosions were heard. Cook's body was later discovered by his twin brother, and he was rushed to the St. James Medical Complex, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. While in St. Martin, several tragic incidents marred St. Martin over the weekend, prompting Minister of Justice Lyden C.J. Lewis to address public safety concerns. Among the incidents are deaths of Michael Brown, the recently appointed head of permits at VROMI, and his partner who lost their lives in a motorcycle accident on Atilage Road. Minister of the Police Traffic Department is conducting a full investigation into the cause of the accident. In a separate incident on Sucker Garden Road, a police vehicle was involved in an accident while attempting to avoid a fallen scooter rider who had slipped on an oil spill. Both the rider and the police officer sustained minor injuries and were treated by emergency personnel. Meanwhile, Minister Lewis says police are investigating a disturbing armed robbery at a jewelry store and stole. And in an unrelated incident, the Minister of Justice has expressed sorrow at the loss of a young woman who took her own life. He says this tragedy reminds the public of the critical need to support mental health initiatives across St. Martin. Minister Lewis notes St. Martin is at a crucial juncture where public safety, mental health, and road safety must be prioritized. He is urging all citizens to remain vigilant, offer support to those in need, and cooperate with law enforcement as investigations into these incidents continue. Finally, some more news from Trinidad. In 1 week, 5 women and a baby girl have been attacked by men known to them. 4 of them have died. The latest victim was new grandmother Laura Sankar, 34, at her post office trace home by a 41-year-old relative. Her teenage son, who tried to help, was unable to stop the cutlass attack. The 16-year-old woman screams while he was in a bedroom around 5:30 p.m., ran to her aid. He saw her being chopped with a cutlass by the man, but his shouts for him to cease were unsuccessful. Two other teenage family members who were also getting ready with the boys at the home to be taken to a car. Two of her fingertips were severed, and she also sustained injuries to her head and right knee. On Tuesday, Taragita Ramsroop and her 14-month-old daughter Jada were killed at the house of Rishi Motilal. Ramsroop and 2 murder charges were read to him. On Wednesday, Sunita Mohammed, 50, of Gasparillo, died her head during an argument with a relative at her home. It is known to her. She was stabbed multiple times, and her 12-year-old son was also kidnapped. She was treated at the hospital, and the boy was eventually released. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
Cash grant distribution to ensure transparent process. Hughes. ExxonMobil dodges answering questions from Natural Resources Parliamentary Committee. MP Holder. New $346.2 million Northwest Secondary School commissioned. And Guyana.